Hi everyone, you're watching Music is a Journey. I'm Peter Skov. Today I'm going to be doing a short video. Oh yeah, it's going to be a short video. I'm entering a contest sponsored by Mega Jeff's Rock Hard Vinyl. What a great name for a channel, Rock Hard Vinyl. Mega Jeff is celebrating 5 years on YouTube, at least with his channel there. He put out the first video in August of 2018, and he is holding a contest with 5 criteria. Mega Jeff has an interesting channel, by the way, because I often see him introducing albums from metal bands and hard rock bands that I've never heard of, and so there's usually something there for me to catch my interest. Plus he puts a lot of background information on the albums as well, so there's always something interesting there, and his videos are generally around 10 minutes or so, so much easier to digest than mine. So yes, the first criteria is to make a video that is under 5 minutes. Music is a Journey rarely does videos under 20 minutes, so this time it is going to be a new record. And this is actually an old record, but with that poor pun, we can now tie into the vinyl community a little bit. We actually don't really do vinyl on Music is a Journey, do we? Okay, so the next one is to introduce an album that was released when you were 5 years old. So I'm going to mention Triumph's debut album, which was released in 1976 when I was 5. This is not the original cover. The original cover is here. I had this one on cassette back in the 80s, and I'm picking this one because the final song on here, What's Another Day of Rock and Roll, is that the final one? That's not the final one. It's track number 6. On the cassette it was the last one. What's Another Day of Rock and Roll is the oldest song that I know of that mentions heavy metal as a music style. Of course there's Steppenwolf talking about a motorcycle engine. Led Zeppelin did it in Trampled Underfoot. They talked about a car engine. Blue Oyster Cult mentioned heavy metal in a song in 1974, which was about bomber aircraft. But this, I think even Todd Rundgren did a song called Heavy Metal Kids, but it was about delinquent street kids and not about kids who like the music. So this is the oldest one I know of, and they say, we've been 5 years working in a rock and roll band, blasting heavy metal all across the land. So, hey, if anybody knows an older one, let me know, but that's it. Okay, next one is an album that was released 5 years ago, and I'm mentioning Striker's album Play to Win, released in 2018. This album won a Juno Award in 2020 for Best Heavy Metal Album, and this also remains Striker's most recent release to date, except for, I think, a single or so. But word is that they are in the studio working on their 7th album, and so when that album comes out, I'll do a video about Striker. Really cool band if you like that traditional heavy metal, speed metal, and a little bit melodic hair metal mixed in the later stuff. Next criteria was a song that is over 5 minutes. And you know, when you listen to heavy metal and progressive rock, you've got a lot of songs to choose from. So I decided to go for one that was just over 5 minutes. And I found one here pretty quickly, actually. Worm Witch's second album, The Heaven That Dwells Within, the opening track, Disciple of the Serpent Star, is 5 minutes and 1 second. So yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. There we go. Okay, and the last criteria is to show 5 albums by a band or artist. So this is Maki Yano. She is the first Japanese artist I discovered after arriving in Japan in 1999. Her first single was released that summer, basically a month after I arrived, and I really loved her voice because she has a very Western style rock type voice. She's got a lot of power. So this was her debut album, Shiawase na Yoru Hakanai Jikan, followed by Sobakasu. That's her actual autograph on here. I saw her perform 4 tracks in promotion at Virgin Records in Tokyo and got to shake hands with her, got a signed album, and I secretly took some photos of her too and sent them to her later on as she wrote me a thank you letter, so that was really cool. Also got to see her live in concert too back around 2001, 2002. Next album, this is actually only a 7-track album featuring as well a live track, but this is Takaramono. That was a really good one too. And then Kono Sekai ni Ikite, full-length album. And then another short album of 5 tracks, Airo. But those are her first 5 consecutive album releases. So there you have it. So please do check out, if you don't already know it, Mega Jeff's Rock Hard Vinyl. I'll put the link in the description, provided I remember. Oh, I'm sure I'll remember. And if this video does actually get to be over 5 minutes, I can do some edit order. Hopefully we'll be okay. All right, thank you, Mega Jeff. Congratulations on your 5 years, and we'll be seeing you around. Everybody else, see you shortly for another video. Ningen Isu's new album will be in my hands in about 2 or 3 days. I'm going to tell you all about it after I've heard it. See you in that one. Bye, everyone.